All right, man. Welcome to that synth show. Or no, it's not that synth show. What the show is it today? Oscillators and Percolators, your synthesizer morning show. And we got it in 10 minutes before the morning ended. So hopefully you guys all had your biscuits for brunch and a cup of tea. I myself have got a coffee here. Dark roast, I believe. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. I got to check. We got a couple different bags of coffee going on. Mustache is looking fantastic. Let me switch over here. We're going to be covering the Behringer 2XM today. We've got lots of releases in the wild, lots of demos out there now from lots of different people. Tom Noyes, James Dyson. We'll cover a little bit there, check it all out, and then we'll just have a chat as usual. And if we jump over here to the mainframe, the beautiful spaceship, we've got sometimes the music doesn't come in on here. I gotta check something real quick because I think I got it turned off. Hold on. See if it comes in here soon. I just gotta mess with a couple things real quick just to see what happens to my music. Input capture. Yeah, anyways, I'm not going to mess around with that, but let me see something real quick. Let me know if the music is coming in on this station here, because I don't think it is when I switch screens over to here, which is interesting, because if I go back to this one, desktop audio's coming in clear there, which is interesting. We'll just have to see what happens, but for some reason when I switch over to my radio station here, I don't get, let me see if I can add a new audio input. Audio input, capture, let's see. We got one down here, add existing. Interesting. Maybe it's an audio output capture. Let me just try something. Audio input. I'll have to mess around with that later because the music comes in perfectly clean when I'm over here. I know what to do actually. If I go, let me see, audio mixer. Anyways, I don't want to derail the stream. We're trying to fix some audio issues, okay? So that's what we're doing. But yeah, we're going to cover the Behringer XM today. Like I said, we got lots of videos in the wild. Loads of people over in the UK have got this picked up now, and $399, $400 American. And you know, over in the UK, we got lots of people picking this thing up already with some sound demos. So we'll check that out. How's everyone doing? We got Ethos, Annihilator, Hans Volt. As you know, this is the Oscillators and Percolators, your synthesizer morning show. It's a little more low-key until the coffee kicks in, and then we ramp it up as we go. But yeah, that's what we're doing here. Should be $99, Rich Kobasa. I don't know, man. I think it's worth every penny from the demos I've heard. Hans Volt's here, Mark Anderson, Vic Korftron. What's up, baby? Vic Ubtron is what I should say. I always call Korf, but I don't know why. Vic Ubtron. And Echo Craft is just finishing up his bagel, and I believe he'll be popping in. And the Machines One is playing some video games today, so he might be popping in later. We're looking good. We're looking good. Yeah, so let's check out some sounds. And then maybe after I'll jump on over to the spaceship here and we'll jam some tunes in here. I think is what I'll do. But we'll have to see. That's so... You guys just gonna have to bear with me for a second while I check this out, because I do not understand why the audio is not translating with the tunes. And I can't copy that. How to rename vertical copy filters? Weird. Where is the desktop? Hold on a second here. If I go copy, jump over to radio, if I paste it in here, let's see. There we go. Now I think, let me know if the music's in. I think we're good. I think I got the music kicked in over on this end here now. That's how you fix it on the fly, baby. It's live TV. Everybody always panics when everything's live. You just got to take it easy and relax and just go through it. It's live TV, you know? That's what happens. Okay, I think we're good to go now. So let me jump back over. Let's cover this. Okay, so we got the Behringer 2XM duophonic analog synthesizer expander module. You can polychain up to 16 of these. Why would you ever want to do that? 16 times 4. I have no idea what that is. What is it? 16 times 4. 400 actually. So 16 times 4, 10 times 4 is 40, 6 times 4 is 24. That's 640. So what are you looking at? $6,000 to make a 32 voice, 16 unit polychain module, 2XM duophonic analog synthesizer. Did you just see how quick I did that math? I figured out the other day, I was thinking about something. I wasn't taught this in school, but I figured out a new way to do math. So I just, in my head, I was like, just break it down. So 16 times 4. So what's 10 times 4 is 400. What's 4 times 6? 24. So 400 and 240 is 640. And then you add a couple zeros on the back end, you got $6,400. That's what it would cost to buy 16 of these, I think, according to Samurai math. But my math is my absolute worst, okay? That's not, when it comes to the whole IQ system, I'm very low on the mathematics. I'm very high on the hype, right? It's a new piece they added to the whole, not IQ, EQ, IQ, SQ. This is called HQ, hype quotient. I'm absolute stratospheric on the hype quotient. There's a section there particularly for glaze, and my glaze level is up to about 1,000. So yeah, I do math the old way. To be honest, man, I don't even really use math. All I do is like, baby, enough money in the account for an Italian sub with mayo? She's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, cool. What's up, trader to the living? What's happening? All right, so let's get into the details of this here, and then we'll listen to some sounds, because I know a lot of people are very, very pumped up about this synthesizer. And I know, in fact, it's actually bringing the goods. So people were poo-pooing it, being like, this ain't gonna sound like no Oberheim, this ain't gonna be this ain't gonna be that. Well, guess what? Uli Behringer did it again. He went and made an absolute epic recreation of something that lots of people want to get their hands on, they can't. And I'm also going to show you a video in a little bit that is the Oberheim 2-voice or 4-voice, I can't even remember, special edition synthesizer, which I believe that Behringer has a flip top in the works for that, which will be absolutely awesome. Yeah, Italian sub with mayo, okay, and oil and vinegar. So I look at the guy, I'm like, bro, can I get Italian sub? He's like, what do you want on it? I'm like, put everything on it, leave the olives off, throw some mayo on there too, and then also give me a side of ketchup so I can dip the bread in when I eat all the meat out of it. Okay, let's look at the specs. Historic analog reborn. We're not going to watch the Behringer videos because everybody's already seen them. They're awesome. All right. Vangelis. Some people call it Vangelis. I like to say Vangelis, but some people say Vangelis. You know, Moog, Moog, Vangelis, Vangelis. It's all just a matter of taste. Do you know what I mean? We got Behringer 2XM. Some people say Behringer, some people say Behringer. It's just a matter of taste, okay? Just like I like mayo on my Italian subs. No big deal. No big deal at all. Are you telling me you don't put mayo on an Italian sub? Was there no mayonnaise? Sometimes I put Miracle Whip on there just to get a little of that sweet tang. Yeah, I want an Italian sub right now too. All right, so let's roll down to the specs. We got 4 oscillators, 2 modules, endless analog possibilities. Pretty cool, right? Menacing modulation for Euro rack. It's a gorgeous looking little module. All the Behringers are gorgeous. Simple on the back, input, output. You know how it is. We've got faithful recreation. It's not a clone, it's a recreation. All right, we're getting rid of that word clone because all the synth mafia decided to try and disparage Behringer's great name by calling it clones. These are called recreations, okay? Epic recreations of faithful, iconic 1970s synth with authentic analog circuitry. Dual mode design provides 2 independent voices and 4 VCOs for duophonic dynamism, and a mammoth 4 oscillator unison parts. Cool. Oscillator wave shapers, syncable module per VCOs. Got 4 ADS envelopes with 2 vectors of modulation for each module. 2 mixers, baby, on this beautiful thing. Onboard pulse width and FM for every VCO ensures dynamic, evocative sonics. Multi-mode analog filter circuits. selectable modulation sources for the VCOs and the VCFs. 2-channel mixer allows for adjusting levels, panning. This is gorgeous. What's up, Echo? Nah, baby, we call that a samurai sub. That's what we call that. Thank you for that $1.99. That will get me 1, 2. I think the Italian sub I order is a large at Rosie's. Shout out to Rosie's. And that cost me, I think, $15 with a $2 tip. Sick. Always got to tip your sub, man. Cool. And yeah, so let's get into some videos, man. I got a bunch loaded up here. We'll enjoy them together. What's up, Harmonic Sonics? Harmonic Sonics, check out his channel. He just did his first live stream the other day. Absolutely fantastic. And everybody loves it. Let me see what I got over here. Hold on. You always got to do the friggin'. Where are we? There we go. Just gotta keep that loaded up for later. All right, let's check it out here. So who's up first on the list? Oh yeah, we got a promo that got cut too from cgmagik. Why don't we watch the quick promo first? This is cgmagik's promo on Harmonic Sonics.
Here we have, in a rare sight.
Let me restart it. So this is for the Ultimate Frequency Championship 1 coming up in August. Whole fight card, combat music genre, and we're cutting promos on each other in the lead up, having a good time. And this is the promo, cgmagik versus Harmonic Sonics, new promo he cut.
Here we have, in a rare sighting, the cgmagik in his natural habitat. Preparing for battle in the Ultimate Frequency Championships, we see here that cgmagik takes his upcoming duel against Harmonic Sonics very seriously. According to sources close to the matter, we have reason to believe that Harmonic Sonics is very afraid. It is rumored that they will still likely only be attempting to plug in their out-of-date bargain brand patch cables, while cgmagik is sitting back, relaxing, and sipping the sweet nectar of victory.
That's how you cut a promo for UFC 1, the Ultimate Frequency Champion. cgmagik coming out of nowhere, baby. Absolutely insane promo for UFC 1. Thank you for the sandwich fund. Now we're, what are we, 16.4? We're almost there, baby. We got $4 towards a $16 sub, $15 sub. So yeah, if we can make, if I can get $15 today, I will get an Italian sub with mayo with a side of ketchup to dip that back end of the bread on, baby. Thank you, Robbie Taylor. Appreciate it. CG's promo, absolutely fantastic. This is the kind of promos we're looking for. We got promos coming in. We got 2 months to build up the show, so we're going to have lots of great promos. But today's show is all about Behringer, so let's get back to business. Here we go. First one, Starsky did a little demo video. Let's just cover the intro, and then he goes over all the stuff, the background. But let's just hear some sounds from him right off the bat, and then we'll go through as we go to listen to the Renegades in the Wild, who's got some great ones. So if you're listening through your iPhone with that potato audio, you're not going to hear the stereo panning going on with the dual mixers. But if you got a set of cans or you're listening through some monitors in your house, you can hear the stereo panning through this thing with the dual mixers. Hold on, I gotta clarify. Someone in the chat just said you put mayo and ketchup on Italian sub? No, 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 no. I put mayo on the sub. Then when I eat the sub, you know that little back end, we call it the bread booty. Once you got that little bit of bread booty left, it got no meat in it, and you're like, what should I do with this? Should I throw that piece of bread booty out the window? No, 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 no. I crack open my side of ketchup, and I dip the bread booty into ketchup. That's what I do. Notch filter. The reverb. Cornish Waves. I'm a huge fan of Marmite. I like Vegemite though too. I like Vegemite. Same. What I like to do is to take a big, huge, heaping tablespoon of Marmite, you know, on the rocks, big tablespoon of Marmite on the rocks, swallow that, like let it go around my mouth, Marmite, and then I go over and get Jimmy Foo Foo smelling salts, and you're ready to go. If you don't like using the word bread booty, you can use bread trunk, okay? Sounds good. All right, so that's Starsky, man. His great video here. Go check out Starsky Car. I'm sure everybody knows who he is. He's an OG. He's one of the only elite, what do we call him? Synthfluencers who covers Behringer at all. He stepped aside and he didn't get into the great Behringer blackout of the mid 2000s to late 2000s. He wasn't involved in the big Behringer blackout because he knows that these are quality products and he knows he can pick them up for a great price and make great content with them. So shout out to Starsky Car for not getting involved in the Behringer blackout that happened, orchestrated by the Synth Mafia. And you know who you are. Okay, so that's Starsky, man. We'll jump on over. We're gonna keep rolling. We got James Dyson here. Great show. Just gonna jump through a little bit of his video. James Dyson is one of the greatest patch designers out there right now. We got Scott McCulley Sounds, who's top tier. We got James Dyson, top tier. And we got GeoSynths, top tier. There are the three best patch bank designers, sound designers. If you're looking to beef up your synthesizer and get some of those whack stack patches off there, like for example, if you bought a stink pipe and you went through the presets and you're like, this thing sucks, if one of the boys picked up a steam pipe, they would give you an absolute legendary patch bank that would make it worth your while to keep that stank pipe. But I don't think either of them picked up the stink pipe because they knew what was good for them. But if you do want something and you do want great patches, these guys are to go to. James Dyson, Scott McCulley Sounds, and GeoSynths. But let's just check out a little bit of James. He picked up the Behringer 2XM. And like I was just saying, his channel's amazing. I'm going to throw it down the chat here. I'm sure you guys are already onto it and know about it. But there it is if you want to go like, subscribe to him if you haven't checked out his channel yet. He does deep dives, basically does a live stream every day with all the synthesizers. He did a Behringer Wave the other day. Now he's got the 2XM. He's already got 2 videos. But we'll play a little taste of this and I'll jump through the video. And if you guys want to watch the whole thing, go check it out. This is a noisy drone, right? What's up, Cresthead? What's happening? I know Cresthead likes ketchup. Hey, Cresthead, you know when you go to McDonald's, you got those little cups that you can't really fit that much ketchup in, but you know they're all fanned out along the side. If you take those cups and start opening them up, you can turn the little ketchup cup into a ketchup plate, and you can put triple or quadruple the ketchup in the cup, right? So you take the cup, it's got fans, you pull it apart, and it turns it into a plate, and then you can put 3 times the ketchup in that. Jump ahead a bit. good. Sounds great. Makes a beautiful drone. Let's jump ahead a little more. You got the 4 voice, you got 2 mixers, right? You got two mixers. Duophonic. Actually, hold on. I don't know if you got 2 voices. Hold on. I got to go actually read specs. Hold on a second. Let's go down here. 4 oscillator unison. Dual mode provides 2 independent voices and 4 VCOs for duophonic dynamism. Okay, exactly. Dead on, as usual. Yeah, so Space Capsule, as an owner of an OG Oberheim OB1, I can say for certain that this box has unmistakable Oberheim sound. Exactly, a lot of people who actually own Oberheims or have owned them in the past have already come out and said, this thing is, you know, we can't do it. Even though we're told to say it, even though we're not supposed to say it, we've got to say it, that the Behringer 2XM absolutely nails it right to the wall. What's up, Emperism? Right, so we got lots. Let me just jump ahead a little more. Like I said, go check out this whole video if you really want the deep dive. But James Dyson's amazing, and like I said, if you're thinking about picking up a synthesizer, check out James Dyson's channel, because he always does these beautiful non-ADHD hour-long videos where you can sit down and you can really hear the breath of the sonic capabilities of any synthesizers. And he's a Behringer bro, he's a synth renegade, he covers all this stuff. Listen. Exactly, electronic composer. You take a little ketchup, put it all over your poutine, which is cheese curds and gravy, drop a little bit of mayo and slather a tiny little bit of maple syrup on there, dude. You've got, you know what that is, baby. We call that the French kiss. So this is a beast. So we're gonna keep moving, man. We're going through a bunch of videos today because I wanted to show what the synth renegades in the wild who pick up these things, because the synth mafia doesn't cover anything Behringer. So it's our job as synth renegades to buy these things, make videos, demo them for all of us, and then we can really see what they sound like without the you know, what do we call them? We call them a mass commercial. That's what we call what the synth mafia puts out, is a masked commercial. It's an illusion. It's black magic. They pretend like they're demoing a synthesizer to you when in fact all they're really doing is they're the marketing arm of the synthesizer company, right? They're the marketing department. They get paid a fee, they get given a synthesizer, they get a little bit of sweetness on the side, and if they play the game, they basically just make a commercial and they try to make you think that it's all natural, but it ain't, right? We call that GMO synthfluencing, okay? Where us synth renegades, we do it a little bit different. We do the reverse double super truffle. We bought a synthesizer, we demo it, and then we build great communities around the fact that we're giving you honest opinions, we're giving you the straight sauce. Non-GMO, organic, pure glaze. All right, let's move on. I'll jump over here. I got another. Here's James Dyson's site. I think I just threw it down in the chat. Look at this. He's got Behringer Wave videos, patched from scratch. He's got, he just picked up the Behringer Wave for his birthday. Happy birthday, James Dyson. He's got Roland videos. And these are all live, man. So he's an absolute legend live streamer. And he covers everything. He's got TE-05's grandmother. He's a polyamorous synth lover like myself, okay? And he's not afraid. He's not afraid to cover it. DeepMind 12. Wish he had a Moog Muse, but the DeepMind 12 I think sounds better than a Moog Muse, to be honest with you. But that's just me. All right, so we jump on over. I'm going to play another James Dyson video in a little bit, some sounds, first time with it. But let's keep moving on over this one. This is Tom Noise. Now, you don't need to turn your left, right. I believe Tom does some work, beta testing, synthesizers and stuff like this. But listen to this one. He picked up two of these babies. Hold on. Hold on, I got to... You know what happens to these stupid shorts. They always mess. Where is he? Hold on. Hold on here. I don't know who this cat is. What's his name? Bad Synth coming. Yeah, let me get Tom Noise pulled back up here. Hold on now. Tom Noise 2XM. When you do shorts, you get screwed over because they're whackadilliac. Let me see. Let's go shorts. There it is. All right, ready? Buckle up. This is a Behringer 2XM times 2. MIDI notes, drums, FX, Logic Pro X, which I gotta buy. Emergency, Echo Craft. Oh, baby, we're getting close to that Italian sub with mayo, baby. What do I got now? I got $1.99. Let's say that's $2. $2.99. That's $4, right? And then I got $5. Then Echo just gave me $5. That's $10. I need $5 more to pick up an Italian sub. Thank you, Echo. But yeah, you know what, bro? I heard the Moog Muse, the Behringer or the Korg Multipoly is better than the Moog Muse, and the Behringer DeepMind is better than the Moog Muse too. Moog Muse is okay. Let's just keep listening now. Let's go back. Start it over, because before we were so rudely interrupted. Oh, hold on. All right, sorry, Echo. I thought I did read it, but you know, you really need to stop saying stuff like that when you don't own either of them. Well, let me tell you something right now, brother. I don't take orders from Italians, okay? I give orders for an Italian sub. That's what I do. But thank you very much. I really do appreciate that, because I'm going to be hungry after this show. And we need mayo to make the mustache grow. Moog Ruse. Wow. Okay, let's hear that again. Let's play that one more time. That's a beautiful short. I'd love to hear more of that from Tom Noise, absolute legend, Tom Noise 23. Check out his channel. Let me play that again because, listen, I never actually played a real, Tom Sawyer patch until I played it on the Multipoly. Okay? And the Multipoly, let me just jump screens here. Hold on. I got the Multipoly right here. Okay, the Multipoly's right here. And I think I got a Tom Sawyer patch preloaded. Let me see. Preloaded. Maybe I don't. Oh, crap, hold on. I got my own Tom Sawyer. All right. So, listen, this is a Tom Sawyer. Okay? That's Tom Sawyer. Let this just keep running, okay? Super cool. Very cool. Very, very cool. All right, back to the show. All right, cool. We got, that's amazing. So again, that's Tom Noise with a beautiful Tom Sawyer filter sweeps. And we got a dual, we got two XMs, 2X, baby, 2XM. And I think that's amazing. I hope he does a longer video. So we got Art in the house. I think the Sequential Pro 3 is way better than the Moog Sub 37. I believe Art is a Synth Punk sock puppet account. So what's up, Synth Punk? How you doing, brother? We got Apple Kid. Dude, I would totally take the MS5 over the Korg Monopoly. I can't believe you gave up on it. I didn't give up on nothing, bro. I just, you know, I got to allocate my synth bank to certain phones. I just picked up the Korg Multipoly, and 100% the Behringer MS5 does not blow away the Korg Multipoly. Sorry, I think the Korg Multipoly is the synthesizer of 2025. It's probably, after enough people get a hold of it, it'll end up being the #1 synthesizer of 2025, because what they did with it will absolutely blow your mind. The analog modeling for the filters, the envelopes, the sounds is totally crazy, and it'll blow your mind. That's just what I think. And if you don't believe me, go watch my demos. I got the best multi-poly demos on the internet, hands down. You know, Alex by the Seas got the best ones too. We both got the best ones because we both make the best stuff. So I'm considering selling almost all your synths. Yeah, go for it. You'll regret it. Listen, DJ Wojtek, don't go getting on with that synth guilt, dude. Do not sell all your synthesizers. You will regret it, because once you sell them all, you'll never be able to build back that generational synth wealth. That's like your father or your mother or your family passing away and leaving you a home, and you taking the home, instead of taking that beautiful capital that you just got and reinvest it into more capital, you go and take it to the casino and you blow it, or you buy yourself a new car that depreciates as soon as you walk off the lot. Okay, don't go getting rid of your generational synth wealth. Rule number 1, never do it. Trade synthesizers for other ones. Never sell off all your synthesizers because you get synth guilt. We're trying to build that generational synth wealth, baby, not destroy it. But it's all good. Do what you want to do. All right, we got another video here from Rob Fitton, Behringer 2XM Live Jam. Let's check this out. He's got 2 sequences running at the same time. Read the backstory. Oh, crap. Hold on. I got to go back. Read the backstory. Okay, let me go in reverse. DJ Wojtek says, I'm considering selling all my synths. Okay. Yeah, DJ Wojtek says, I'm keep rolling 3 guys. Yeah. Okay, what happened here? DJ Wojtek, my face is not good, but I'll be fine. Okay, I'm starting to feel like he might have got jumped in an alley or robbed, but I am beat up. I have my synths, so maybe I win. Okay, let's keep rolling. DJ Wojtek, yes. Had a robbery last night, had to fight with a burglar. Oh, damn. Robbie Taylor, baby, thank you for the Italian sub, baby. I appreciate it. We dig it, man. We got the Italian synth fund is now restored. I can go pick up an Italian sub after I finish this stream with mayo and a side of booty bread ketchup. Damn, DJ Wojtek. Okay. Update. DJ Wojtek got robbed and he had to fight off a burglar. Holy crap. How did you fight him, man? Did you use a weapon? Did you use a bat? Did you have some knives around the house? I know you don't live in America, so you didn't have one of those pew-pews like we got. So how did you fight him off? You just beat his... You know what? Bro, if someone broke into my house, tried to steal my synths, I wouldn't only beat him up. I'd tie him up, put him in the basement. Actually, I should be talking like that. Hypothetically, if an imaginary cartoon character came into the house and in the cartoon he tried to rob me, that's crazy. It's mafia? Oh, wow. DJ, post a picture of your face, man. Let's see what they did to you. Synth Mafia sent the hit squad for DJ Wojtek because he was repping the Behringer LM drum, so they went after him. They sent some people after him, man. Crazy. All right, keep the story going. Let's check with gas. 3 guys with gas. Yeah, dude, that's crazy town. All right, man, I'd love to hear the story. DJ Wojtek, I'll do a call-in show maybe tomorrow night, and you call in and tell us the whole story. We'll make it the highlight of the show. DJ Wojtek fights off 3 armed robbers to try to steal his synthesizer, and he whooped their ass. All right, let's hear this. 2 sequences from Robbie Fitton. Check him out. I'm going to throw his channel down in the description so everybody can go watch all the amazing videos he's pumping out. Already sounds great. Whoa! They broke into your house and threw gas in your eye? Wow, man, that sounds like some KGB style trick right there. Bypass the sand in the eye and straight for the gas? Dude, they were planning on lighting you on fire, bro. Damn. DJ Wojtek, I would say don't sell your synthesizers, man. Go invest in some great cameras. Put them up around your house. And also, go over to bladecity.com and pick... Here, before we go, let me just show you this real quick. Gearnews.com. We go to Blade City. Head over here, DJ Wojtek. All right, head over here. Pick up... What you need to pick up is some brass knuckle knives. Get out of here. I order from Blade City. Let's check out what we go. Swords. Here's what you need to pick up. All right, go pick up this. There's a great pack on here you should pick up for the house. Let me get it pulled up for you. Bundles. Where's the bundles? Knife sets. Here we go. This is what you need to pick up for the house, DJ Wojtek. Go pick this up. Okay. 99 bucks. You should have enough here to fend off these scumbags, all right? Put these all around your house, okay? They throw gas in your face, you're gonna have a, right here, look, we got some brass knuckle knife, we got this spiral beauty, these spiral knives, major damage, okay? We got a friggin' axe, we got a massive machete sword, right, 15% off right now, go over and check it out, bladecity.com, and we got the huge sai, okay? It doesn't come with the case, I already checked, but anyway, if where you live you can't afford the pew-pews, go pick up some slews, all right? 99 bucks for the whole set, in stock right now. Throw the link down in the description. They're not a sponsor, but I do love Blade City. And also check where you live, because I know in the UK now they ban swords, because they just ban swords in the UK. They ban samurai swords, so I guess they don't want you defending yourself. Okay, so let's jump back to our video, because there's a beautiful little sequence we're running here. Sounds great. So go check out Robbie Fitton. Let me just pull up his channel right here. Great videos from this cat. Absolute legend. Pure synth renegade. He's got a Behringer 2XM where he does a full song. He's got 2 sequences. He's just dropped this one 2 hours ago. Behringer SY1 synth cushion, 2 sequences. So man, imagine you got the... I'd like to see Robbie do a 2XM with the synth cushion SY1. That would be cool, man. You got dual percussive mixed in with the 2XM, the dual mixer. That's cool. Very cool. Sound demo down here. So lots of cool stuff, man. He's a great dude. Check out his channel. I'm going to throw it down the bottom again because I just came across this channel, I believe, a little while ago. And there's his channel. Go like and subscribe to him there, man. Got some slews and some pews, baby. You got a talking code on YouTube, but you all know what I mean. And I think I got this one right here. Look, I keep this one right here. So I keep this baby right here in the, let me jump screen so I can show you. I keep this one right here, right next to the synthesizers, okay? Okay. All right, this is buckshot. You do not want to try and come grab these synths, okay? So I keep that right under my Behringer Neutron, okay? Hey, whoa. This is what I do. Whoa. What do you want? You want the Behringer Neutron? Okay, let me get it for you. I'll get you the Behringer Neutron. Sung, what do you want now? And then they usually get out of there. All right. So I actually picked this up from bladecity.com. Buckshot. Right there. Okay. 12-inch, baby. We only dealing in 12 inches here. Okay. We only rolling with a 12-inch. Okay. You feel me? All right. So yeah, that's one. They're scattered all over the place. So if you want some, come get some, among other things. All right, back to the show. Right, next up on the Behringer 2XM list, we've got another Robbie fitting one. Sound demo, no talking, no effects. So let's hear it with no effects. This is just dry signal. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if you haven't checked it out, I did an unboxing of the big Blade City box that came. It had a bunch of sweet stuff in there. Maybe I should go grab one just to show you. Anyway, I'm not going to do that now. Another day. I don't want to derail the oscillators and percolators with some friggin' zombie-style weapon intros. Cool, right? Jump ahead a little bit. All right, so that's some dry sounds, so go check that out as well. And then this is what I wanted to show you there. This is from J3PO, Julian Polak. It seems like, I don't know, I thought it was always J3PO, but I guess people are using names now, something like that. So this is, he picked up one of these Oberheim 2-voice semi-modular. This was the reissue they did, and it's gorgeous. And I got word that Behringer's working on also a keyboard version of the 2-voice, which would be absolutely amazing. Let's check this out. I'll throw J3PO down in the chat too. Awesome channel. Sounds awesome. So, I mean, if you have the Behringer right now module, if you pick up 2 of those beauties and you got a MIDI keyboard, you're cooking with gas. I don't know if the original Oberheim has built-in effects. I don't think it does. I think it doesn't have effects, but someone correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think it does. Blah, 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 blah. Let's jump ahead a little bit. So that's gorgeous, man. Can you imagine having a Behringer flip top in that form factor, which I'm pretty sure they're going to do it. They're going to do it. And I think the popularity of the Behringer 2XM is going to make them do it. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay, cool. Yeah, so no built-in effects. So, I mean, a Behringer flip top, 2-voice, I would probably grab that, right? I mean, 2 mixers with the keyboard attached. If they did something crazy, like throw some polyphonic aftertouch on the key bed, baby, ooh, mama. Now we're talking. Sequential Pro 3 has effects. Art is the Synth Punk burner account. What's up, Synth Punk? We know you love the Pro 3, baby. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with the Pro 3. I'm starting to like the Pro 3 too. So, but the Pro 3 2 isn't out yet. Yeah, you already see the form factor. Behringer's going to do the flip top, like the Monopoly and the Poly D. They're gonna do it because it's made for that form factor. Exactly, right? That looks exactly like, if you look over here, I got the Monopoly right here. Let me switch over. I don't know if I got anything loaded up now or not. Hold on. I got the Multipoly here. Cool. That's the Behringer Monopoly, baby. So yeah, absolute beast. Okay, Behringer Monopoly, super cool. All right, back to the show, man. I just had to do that little intermission for a second because someone said Monopoly, and whenever someone says Monopoly, I just can't help but play it. Do you know what I mean? It sounds so good. Sounds so good. Okay, so this was, I think I got one more loaded up here. Oh, that's cgmagik. Go check out his channel. And let's just check out some news now that we covered the Behringer 2XM. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. So yeah, the Behringer Monopoly is fantastic. Let's check out some news. We got the Behringer. This is gearnews.com. Check out the Robbie Pacelli. the English gentleman. Oh, update! The main event for UFC 1 Ultimate Frequency Championship. The Wizard, the Magic Man, Kent Spong, and the English gentleman, Robbie Pacelli, have agreed to the match against Echo Craft and Hans Volt. Main event tag team match at UFC 1 Ultimate Frequency Championship 1. It's going to be awesome. I think it's super cool. I'm pumped that the bod's accepted, because what a better way to have a laugh than to bring the Pro Synth Network and the Synth Renegades together in the first ever event to introduce the genre of combat music to the world. So I think that's cool. Synth Session, baby. The mini Monopoly Synth Session for the boys. That's right. All right, so we got the Behringer Spice here. Is now available now. It's always been available in America because Echo's already got one. This is pretty cool. I know that a lot of Hydrasynth owners are very excited about this. Have I ever tried Twitch? Nah, I don't got time for Twitch. I'm YouTube exclusive. I'm exclusively signed to YouTube. I've thought about going to Kick, but they haven't offered me enough biscuits yet to go over there, so I'm exclusively a YouTube employee. All right. Free Hydrasynth editor. So this cat invented an editor for Hydrasynth. Everybody wanted one. A Shun sound machine didn't make one. So this cat went out himself, synth mad, and made his own Hydrasynth editor. So I'm going to throw that down in the chat. Anybody out there with a Hydrasynth now, if you'd like to play with editors for some more convenient sound design, there it is. Go check it out. All right, this is a little bit of everything. We got some new Erica synth modules coming out here. I know Machines 1 is into the module game. Waiting for the editor to support the deluxe. Yeah, I guess it doesn't support the deluxe. That sucks. Work backwards. Make it for the deluxe and work backwards, what you should have done. But it's all good. What else we got on the go? We got the Waldorf Quantum right here. End of an era. Let me switch over to the Titantron for the big screen deal. Waldorf Quantum Mark II discontinued. They had a lot of trouble in the past. I found out the other day, someone told me that they sourced their touchscreens from Samsung, I believe, from Samsung. And the screens, they didn't fasten it properly with enough support under it, so the screens were falling through the synthesizers. They had some troubles with both the Iridiums and the Quantums. And now the Quantum Mark II is discontinued, but what do you expect? $5,000. Analog filters, digital oscillators, absolute beast, but you know, nobody's buying it. That's the problem. Too expensive, especially when you go pick up a Mark II for like $1,800 to $2,200, and the only difference between the Mark II and the Mark I was polyphonic aftertouch, right? We roll down here, we got the Drift DJ Industry Zero spinning into production. There's a little DJ device tape deck, okay? 2 tape. Little DJ device. We got this is what I'm excited about, the Oxy 1 MK2 from Oxy Instruments, teases, OXI, everyone say. I like saying Oxy, like Oxycute them. Remember those things for your zits? You used to rub those pads on your face and it would create this giant, it would burn your skin off, but also take the zit with it. Damn, Oxycute them. Those things were crazy. I remember I used to smell that in the morning to wake up. I'd open the Oxycute thing. I had bad acne because my testosterone was off the hook when I was a kid. You know what I mean? In grade 6, I was freaking jacked. I looked like a freaking WWE superstar in grade 6. And then I didn't grow anymore. So grade 6, I was like the tallest kid in my class. By the time grade 12 came around, I wasn't the tallest anymore, but I was still the most ripped. So shout out to all the short kings out there, baby. Short king season. Woo-hoo! Let's go. All right. Then we had the Cherry Audio Yellow Jacket, a British classic, baby. I'm not into VSTs, but I default to Echo for this thing, man, and Echo says that the Cherry Audio's got some great VSTs. So if you're into VSTs, man, check out Cherry Audio. They got some great stuff. And I know a bunch of people already did videos on this. Vulture Culture did one. I think James Dyson did one. I think Pro Synth Network covered it, and so on and so forth. What else we got, man? It's been slow in the news game, you know? Very slow in the news game. We got Patch and Tweak books gone digital, okay? You pick those up on Amazon.com, or you can just get the digital one now. What else we got in the news here? We got new updates for the Behringer Wave. Wave surfing like it's 1981, some new features. So the Behringer Wave, everybody's also loving that too. Shout out to English gentleman Robbie Pacelli. He also said that the Behringer Wave is extraordinary, okay? An absolute extraordinary synthesizer and recreation. This got me psyched up. I wasn't going to do this, but the new Arturia Astrolab update brings Pigment 6 and Mini Freak V3 onto the Astrolab. Now, a lot of people might say there's not enough knobs on an Astrolab, you know? That's fine and dandy. You don't need you don't need a lot of knobs sometimes when you got multiple synthesizers on the go at once. Like for example, if we jump over here to the spaceship, I got multiple synthesizers in here. I'm trying to build a generational synth wealth, like I told you. So if I can plop an Astrolab down here somewhere and do some easy preset surfing with some minimal tweaking to go along with all the rest of the gear, that's what I'm into. And now the fact that you got pigments added to it and the Mini Freak V3, the Mini Freak is amazing. Back to the show. So that's cool. This was pretty cool. If I had the cash, I'd go for this. The Keybird. I would love to have one of these down in the living room. Throw a bird emoji in the chat if you feel me. Look at this thing. Keybird L1. A mini, open-faced, lightweight, portable piano. Let's check it out. I think it's cool. Isn't that cool? What's up, Hill Blocks View? That's it, my baby. Throw that dove in the chat because we're in peace season. There's a time for peace and there is a time for war, okay? There is a time for whatever else is in that song, okay? But right now is peacetime. We're in peace zone, okay? Everybody's leaving the Synth Renegades alone now. Everybody's letting us do our own thing. Everybody's backed off attacking Synth Samurai, okay? And everybody knows if you want some, come get some. But right now, it's a time for peace. Shout out to Hill Blocks View. Great channel. Absolutely amazing. And he knows what I know, that one of these little mini pianos would look gorgeous in the living room. You feel me? Let's get some bird emojis in the chat if you smell what I'm cooking. Yeah, what's up, Art? Listen, I don't got to convert anybody to become a Behringer bro, okay? It just happens because you can't stop the juice. The juice is flowing, the taps are open, they're not getting turned off, and it's, you know what it's like? It's like this. It's the tsunami. You look out into the ocean of synthesizers, okay? You look out into the ocean. Listen, you can't get a bunch of men to stand on the shores of the Behringer tsunami and put their hands up and expect to stop this wave from coming crashing down, okay? You look out there, what do you see? You see fish flopping around on the sea. You look around, all the synth mafia is like, what are we doing? I'm standing up on the rooftop being like, Behringer's coming, baby. And they're like, yeah, right. What do they see? A wall. Okay, a wall of liquid Uli Behringers coming towards you. And what happens? You all get drowned and Behringer wins, as usual. I just love this. I think my goal is to be able to play the exact song he's playing. Yeah, if you didn't go watch the Uli Behringer interview, maybe I should play that. If you didn't go watch the Uli Behringer interview, there was one specific part in it where he came out and said, we got a whole new factory built over here, and it's all going to be run by robots, and we're going to have 24/7 cameras where you can watch your synthesizers being built. You might even be able to zoom in and look at the exact serial number of your synthesizer being built by a robot, okay? Uli Behringer's next. There is no competition for Behringer. Everybody talks about competition. There's no competition for Behringer. Behringer's in a league of their own. Everyone says Behringer isn't innovative and all this bollocks. Behringer's the most innovative company in the world. You know why? because they've innovated in manufacturing. They've innovated in product distribution. They've innovated in reverse engineering and recreating analog ghosts of the past that other companies have left to the wayside when their customers have said, you know what, can you remake that synthesizer? They're on Reverb for $45,000. I can never afford that. And all the other companies, the big boys, said, screw you. So Uli said, you know what? Let's get back and reverse engineer all these guys. Now he's got a team of legendary engineers who got PhDs in analog synthesizers because they've recreated everything from the beginning of time up to today, and they're still going. That's why they're the best. They're in a league of their own. You can't compete. Not only that, you wait till they bring out their flagships. You just wait for it. It's going to blow your mind. All right. Tariffs ain't going to change nothing, Mark Anderson. Tariffs, you know what tariffs are going to change? The quality of life for America. It's going to make America the richest country on the planet, and everybody's going to look at it like the shining light on the hill, or whatever the Americans say, and they will be what everybody will have to become in order to move into the next phase of our evolution. Shout out to the giant Cheeto, baby. I want Behringer to make a synthesizer called the Cheeto. It's all orange, okay? Got an American flag on it. It's orange, and it's made of gold with an orange plate where the stars and stripes are in orange. So the synthesizer is all gold. It's called the Cheeto. And then up in the top corner, it's got an American flag, but instead of blue and red, it's orange. My God, I could listen to the Whirly Bird or whatever this is called all day. What's it called? The Key Bird. How much? 39 kilograms. Look at it, man. It's so beautiful. It's so gorgeous. It's SEXY to the maximum. But the price? What's that? Euros? 2970. The MIDI edition will be 36. You know what? Screw the Key Bird. That's way too much money. I'm off the Key Bird. I did like it till I saw the price. No, not into it anymore. Way too expensive, crazy, ripoff. All right, let's go down to the next page and see what else we got for the news. And then I got to take off. What's up, Colt, baby? What's happening? Yeah, I need that too, but I'm not paying friggin' $3,600 for it. You crazy? I'd go on Craigslist right now and find a friggin' piano, rip the front of it off, and pick it up. You know what? I could go on Craigslist right now. There'd be someone on there giving away a piano because it's too damn heavy, and I could get it, bring it home, rip the front of it off, so I got an open face keyboard to myself already for free. They'll probably drop it off to me just to get the friggin' giant monstrosity out of their house. And then I can make videos like cuckoo. All right, what else we got? Let's keep rolling, let's keep rolling. Oh, this is what I thought. Udo Audio Super 6. The Super Touch 49 fitted at the factory, baby. So now they got the polyphonic aftertouch built in to the Super 6. That's cool. Teenage Engineering's got an update. We're just rolling through the headlines here. We got CRE Create Audio Assembler. Perfect mixer for your desktop synths. I heard this mixer was actually pretty good, especially if you want to use it to create a pedal chain and stuff to add in. Very, very interesting little mixer. I think it's cheap. Let's check it out. Introducing Create Audio Assembler. Create Audio, if you recognize that voice, you hear him on Sonic Steak. That's Richard somebody. I don't remember his last name, but he works for Pittsburgh Modular, or owns Pittsburgh Modular, I think. Actually, not works for. Well, I guess if you own something, you work for it too. So that's not really saying anything crazy. It's like you own and you work. Actually, when you own it, you work more. Okay? So this is Create Audio, and they made this little beautiful little mixer. Synth-focused audio mixer, meticulously engineered to deliver unmatched vintage mixing console sound and intuitive hands-on control. 6 mono, 2 stereo, 3 aux sends, 3 aux returns. That's the huge part. 3 aux sends and 3 aux returns in a little mixture. So even though you got yeah, Echo. Echo's got massive beef right now with Richard Nickel. Is it Nichols or Nichols? Richard Nichols. Because Richard Nichols hates on the Expressive E, and he said it's only for bedroom musicians who are screwing around or something. I don't know if Dickie Nichols said that, or I don't know if it was the other guy, Mutton Modular. What's his name? You know, the guy who does the thing in his shed. I can't remember his name. He does live stream from his shed or whatever. Mutton Modular. What's it called? But yeah, two of the boys were hating on the Expressive E. So you had Mutton Modular and Dickie Nichols hating on the Expressive E, and Echo was like, "Geez, how are these guys gonna hate on it?" So Echo that's where Rant and Roar was born. Echo freaked out because Echo has a very emotional connection when he buys a synthesizer. That's why me and him are beefing at the moment, because I told him the Moog Muse should be called the Moog Ruse because it's a $3,500 ripoff. Okay? And he doesn't like that because he owns it. And it's like his synths are like children. He protects them, and I can understand that. But yeah, so Tricky Dickie Nichols and Mutton Modular, they went after Expressive E over on Sonic State. You had Nick Bat there doing damage control, being like, fellas, take it easy. Take it easy. You can't just, come on, man. You guys are going so hard. And I know what they're doing because I've studied the game. I know the it's called synth extortion. It's called synthstortion. And what they do is they hate on a synth they don't have. And because they're big dogs, hopefully Expressive E Osmos will contact and be like, "Hey, dude, I heard you hating on this thing. I don't think you quite understand how good this is. Let me send one over to you." It's called the reverse double stinky truffle, right? It's a little bit of black magic. It's a little bit of synthstortion, I call that. So I sniffed that out right away. Okay, the boys are synthstortionists. You know, they do the reverse double stinky truffle, hoping that if they hate on a synth at first, then they go out and the synthesizer company be like, "Oh, damn, these guys are big deal. Let me contact them. I got to change their mind." And then they send them a free synthesizer. And then suddenly what happens? They come out with a demo and be like, "You know what? I changed my mind on this thing. This thing is gorgeous. Actually, you know what? I didn't think it could sound this good. Oh, you know what? It's black magic." I do the opposite. I do the super extra double golden truffle. So I glaze the synthesizer first. Okay? So then if I ever do get it or I ever do buy it, you can't call me a shill because I pre-glazed it. Okay? I pre-glazed the donut. I make the dough. I shape the donut. I glaze the donut. I give you the donut. Okay? That's white magic. Okay? That's what we call white magic. The reverse double stinky truffle is black magic. And what that is you hate on a synth as a big dog, and then the company contacts you and says, "Hey, dude, I heard what you said about this thing. I think, let us send you one because I think your mind might change. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge." Happens all the time. I sniffed that out way early on. Synthstortion, oldest trick in the book. All right, let's keep rolling.
Assembler builds on.
Anyway, shout out to Richard Nichols, man. You're all good, baby. We love you. And we love this little mixer. 10 analog channels.
The rich history and sonic warmth of classic analog mixers while embracing a modern workflow designed specifically for contemporary electronic artists.
I already pre-glazed the PB12, bro. I was glazing the Polybrute 12 before it even got released, okay? Because I went and yoinked that leak video. I still got the video in my bank over here, and I think Robbie Pacelli wrote the article. I yoinked it, downloaded it. I'm the only one on planet Earth right now who has that leak video of the Polybrute 12. I'm the only person on the planet who has it. And I got it in my synth safe right now under lock and key. I'm the only one who has it. I broke the story for everybody. I broke the story about the Polybrute 12. Okay? I broke the story that was coming. I'm the one who broke it. I broke it so bad, they had to go out and put the pieces back together like Humpty Dumpty. So I've been glazing the Polybrute 12 since before day one. We went into integer territory. I've been glazing the Polybrute 12 since -3 day one, okay, before it even got released to the public. So I already glazed those donuts, okay? I mastered the recipe of the Polybrute 12 glaze, and I don't even own the thing. I'm the biggest Polybrute 12 promoter on the internet, and I don't even own it. Figure that out. It's called Shillbilly.
assembler captures the essence of vintage consoles, famed for the way they glue a mix together with warmth, character, and dynamic response through a new proprietary tonal shaping circuitry. The results are a mix with warmth, cohesion, and a vibe that other mixers can't match. Equally adept at managing both line-level instruments and Eurorack signals, Assembler purposely eliminates extraneous features.
Very cool. I actually like this, and it's cheap too. Let's see what the price is. Let's see what the price is for this thing. I think it's a very, very good price. Look at that, 319 bucks American. I don't know, we're not even putting American prices on here anymore now, but 319, because the prices go up and down so much, you can't keep track. 319 euros, what is that in American dollars? Like 200 something bucks for this cool little mixer. I might pick this up, actually. I might pick it up. It's only, what do you mean it looks cheap? It's 319 bucks. That is cheap. So if it looks cheap, it is cheap. I don't know if it's plastic or metal, but the fact of the matter, this is what it got right here. It's got, let me go back to where it says. This is what it's got right here. 10 analog channels. It's got 3 aux sends and 3 returns. That's amazing. That means you can have a parallel effects chain going with a reverb, a delay, and a chorus, all going out and back in, and have that put in through your 6 synthesizers equally mapped across all of it. I think it's an absolute legendary mixer. I think Create Audio and Richard Nichols did a great job with this little thing, and I hope they sell a ton of them. And yeah, you got something else that came with it, the Boom Chick. East Beast and Boom Chick. Boom Chick. Boom Chick? I don't like that name, but whatever. All right, let's keep rolling. What else we got in the news, baby? We got Native Entrance Control S Mark III update. Don't care. We got PBW Eurorack module. Okay, that's pretty cool. We got the Apex Twin selling his desk with a picnic table, a plastic picnic table attached to it. And then we got the Atom Synths Warhog. So it's been a slow news cycle, you know? Let me get back to the music. Relax here for a minute now with the chat. See what everyone's saying. All right. Yeah, stupid name, but you bought one conductive, no big deal. What's your take on the Anagram by Dark Glass? Let's check out the Anagram by Dark Glass. I never even heard of it. Hold on. Anagram by Dark Glass. Let's check out the Anagram by Dark Glass. Hillbox View. Let's check this out. Let me turn on music again. Deep dive video, the Quest video, promo video. Let's check out the promo video first.
Hey everyone, big heads up, Paleo Valley's running a sale on...
All right, sale on beef sticks. We always love these. Shout out this Beef Seeker, aka Synth Seeker.
All their meat sticks right now. You can get 30 sticks for 36 bucks, which comes out to $1.20 per stick. But before you go...
$1.20 for a beef stick. All right, let's check this out. This seems pretty cool. Dark Glass Electronics, I'll subscribe. I will like. 33,000 views, building a multi-effect, take vision. Okay, this sounds pretty cool. Let's check it out. Sexy. A DSP library designed exclusively for bass, okay? So actually, you know what? Trusto, if you're in the chat, baby, this might be something pretty cool for your guys' live jams, man. A DSP library designed exclusively for bass. Touch screen too. I hate the clicking sounds of the buttons though. Low latency. All right, right, cool. Let's check out the deep dive video. The quest video? What's that? Let me see what this is.
I'm a musician. I'm a bass player.
Oh, Trusto, baby. This is the one, baby. This is the one for you guys, man. Where's Mazur? Get Mazur up in here, man. This is what he needs, dude.
Remember when I was making my first gigs, and I remember going to venues and seeing the guitar players having wonderful toys. I had a bass, and if I was lucky, I would get a hold of an amp. So for me, what Darkglass represents is that we can also have very premium gear. We can also develop products made for bass players.
First of all, I gotta say, right off the bat, Hillblock's View, thanks for pointing me over to this. This is slick video, slick marketing. Already love it. Got a pair of bowling shoes on as well, which is cool. And I like it already, to be honest. I'm not a bass player, but man, dude, to have your own multi-effects unit as a bass player, or even to put through like a Model D or a bass synthesizer, or to whack this thing on a mini boob.
And they're made by bass players. And that's pretty much the reason why we decided to go into this very challenging path to create a multi-effect for bass players. Making a multi-effect is absolutely not easy. It does take a big and talented team. I think Anagram is the result of that quest.
It's freaking gorgeous though. It's beautiful. Looks like it's all metal.
My favorite thing about this unit is, of course, I will say everything. We try to create a very appealing device with a beautiful UI. We also try to make a unit easy to operate that feels elegant, premium, to encourage.
I like it. And you know what else? If they can master this design and this interface and this DSP, they can literally whack. Samurai, don't you have all those effects units elsewhere? Yeah, I'm actually just covering this because I think it's very cool for bass players out there. And also, when I'm thinking about it now, I'm looking at this being like, if they can master the production and the distribution of this thing, they can actually whack in a different DSP and create a totally other multi-effects unit for not just bass players. Do you feel me? But now they're going niche. They're going after a market that is dying for a multi-effects unit for bass players. It's cool.
People to be more creative and also just to play with the device.
I listen. That's my main role. For me, it's very important that the things we do are very high quality. We aim to do something that can actually stand time, that we don't have all of the effects in the world.
A woman who listens, great quality in a woman.
Because we have to have all of them, but we have the effects that we actually think have some substance. And I think it's...
DJ Wojtek, I think the same thing. I think that it can also be a great effects unit for synthesizers. Jan Peter just bought a Pro 800. Pro 800 is amazing. I'm thinking about rebuying that.
Good mix of kind of trying to be classic in a Darkglass sense, trying to be... Okay, so what do we got? Hillblock's View just said is running on Linux operating system, and it's got plug-in support and a 6-core DSP. Epic. Innovative, trying to be artistic, kind of like that it's fun, that it gives you that kind of thrill, but also to have the basic building blocks of... Okay, cool. Let's see. I don't want to watch this whole thing, but let's go check out the deep dive video so we can see how this thing works. Deep dive. Actually, hold on. Before we check that out.
Hi there. My name is Brian and I...
Let me see how much this thing is. Like I said, it's gorgeous. Plug-in support. Looks beautiful. I'm into it. Looks pretty cool. Multi-effects and return TRS input. Stereo, yep. Cool. I think it's stereo. Might not be, though. Could be wrong. Where's the price, fellas? Where's the price? It's got everything. Look at all the stuff it's got in it. Gorgeous little interface with the pictures of the pedal. That's pretty cool. Unfortunately, mono, so I'm out. I only want stereo pedals. The only mono pedal I want is Loonsberry Pedals Organ Grinder or the Mo Bass. That's the only mono pedals I want. Or my Mel 9 pedal is mono as well, because I run those into, at the beginning of the signal chain, into stereo chorus, stereo delay, stereo reverb. That's what I do. Amps and cabs, overdrive, distortion, EQ, filter dynamics, modulation and pitch, delays and reverbs, utilities and loaders. This thing is a beast. Where's the price? I don't see price anywhere. Hold on, see if they got a store up here. Dealers. Let's see where we got dealers. Asia, Europe, Africa. Where's America? Let's see who's dealing it. Official distributors, Korg. Huh. Interesting. Korg. All right. I'm not going searching for a price. If anybody knows the price, throw it in the chat. I'm just going to play the deep dive video for a sec. Let's get past the intro. What is the anagram? We already know. Unboxing, don't care. Connections, don't care. Software within.
Channel audio interface. Now that we are familiar with the outside of the pedal, let's take a look inside the anagram. Unlike the previous multi-effect by Darkglass, the Exponent 500, the Darkglass anagram is built from the ground up on a proprietary Linux-based ecosystem, which enables Darkglass to work faster on creating new updates and new effects and new algorithms for you to enjoy. This also allows for possible future collaborations with...
What's up, Cole baby? Let's train. Just got my Chroma console. That's mainly why I made this diss track. I was messing around with it when I hopped in Tony's stream, and it happened to be right when he was talking about it. Sweet dude. Love the diss track. Colt's amazing, going up against Synth Punk in Ultimate Frequency Championship 1, and two of the boys are making awesome promos. But Synth Punk went and deleted his whole channel again for some odd reason, so we can't find any of his promos anymore. But hopefully he makes another one soon.
Third-party plugin manufacturers, bringing some of the most renowned plugins in the market straight into a pedal format inside the anagram.
Cool.
Add in the support for multiple neural profile file formats, and you can already start seeing why I can confidently say,
I like it. Okay, software, what's next? Physical user interface, touchscreen, let's check it.
Using the press function. Once we choose an effect block and enter into the block view, each quick knob controls the value straight below it. Within the effect block view, you can also use the press function on the quick knobs to quickly reset any parameter to its default state.
Synth bass tone.
Now that we have got a good basic tone with some extra beef added in via the compression, I think we can start building something extra.
Yeah, let's go.
Time in trying fond of the 500. To follow in Amos's footsteps, we will to be a bit and get a bit. We are almost
ambient tone
because we have some really nice stereo reverbs and pitch shift. After the pitch shifters, we run our...
You might think it's way too much for a pedal, but if you're a bass player, if you think about it, you're looking at pedals are usually, what, $250? So that's 4 pedals right there. You're going to pay if you're a bass player, and then you got to carry them all around. You got to get one of those pedal boards with a friggin' blah, blah, blah on it. When you can pay $1,000 and get this, if you're a bass player, you just got your bass. So you got your bass, you pick up, chuck in $1,000. Now you've got every single... basically guitar effect and utility known to man, all high quality. I think it's actually a pretty good deal, to be honest with you, if you're a bass player.
Into a chorus to kind of smooth out our tone and give us a really nice vibe within. And after that, we run into an analog delay. The delay is very important to give our... After the first...
It's nice.
Then you like to use before any distortion I place on my chain is to add a boost in front.
All right, cool. He technically didn't delete it, but he removed all of his vids, but like 3. Yeah, I don't know if he deleted it or not. He deletes them all the time. Colt, listen, man, I'm constantly in a battle with Synthpunk to not delete his content and keep his channel up, but his MO is to post a bunch of videos, then he goes and deletes them. Then I usually call him or write him and be like, bro, why'd you nuke your channel again? He's like, I don't care. And I'm like, okay, cool. And that's basically how our conversations go. And I'm like, dude, keep your channel up, keep it going. He's like, I am. And then he does it, and I go to look for a video, and it's deleted. So he calls it punking people, but to be honest, I think he's only punking himself. All right, so this is cool. I'm done with this now, but I think if you're a bass player, that's a pretty cool thing to pick up. And, right? I think so. So how about we just go out on, one of these. Yep, that patch is absolutely insane. You are correct. Totally crazy. Yeah, that wasn't a Hydra, that's a multi-poly. If I can get my, hold on, I'll get this camera sorted out here. Yeah, right here. So the multi-poly, that's, I got the multi-poly, and this is the patch. Synth layered with a piano patch called VHS Dreams with the Tom Sawyer patch on the multi-poly. So I can hold down the Tom Sawyer ultimate release thing, and then I can... All right, gotta go eat lunch. You guys all take it easy, and I will talk to you later.